Hi everyone, I hope you are doing well. Let's practice public speaking day 1. Today our topic is never give up. Let me start with a question. Have you ever tried something, failed, tried again, failed again, and told yourself, this is not for me? I know this feeling very well. Few years back, I had a dream. I wanted to speak fluent English. But that time my English was so bad. Even Google Translate was confused. And sometimes when I spoke English in front of the people, they didn't correct my grammar. They corrected my entire sentence and sometimes my confidence too. And that moment taught me something very important. Success does not belong to the most talented person, but it belongs to the person who refuses to quit. And here is the example myself. Do you know what happened when the baby stands for the first time? He falls. He stands again. He falls again. What if that baby said, walking is not for me? I'll crawl for the rest of my life. But the babies don't think like adults. They simply try again. They don't worry about failure. They don't worry about the people watching them. They simply try again. And one day they walk. My friends, persistence is the secret that we adults often forget. Let me share you a story. A man named Harlan Sander. In 1962, he was 65 years old, and the most people retired at that age. He had a $105 in his pocket and the fried chicken recipe. He went from restaurant to restaurant asking them to try his recipe. Any guesses how many times he was rejected? He was rejected more than 1,000 times. Yes, you heard right, 1,000 times. Any of us would fail 50 times, we would say, I should just eat that chicken ourselves. But he didn't give up. And today, the world knows his recipe as KFC. And that is the power of persistence. That is the power of not giving up. Let's be honest, failure hurts. Sometimes life pushes us so down, we didn't know how to stand again. I remember once I failed in an important opportunity, the opportunity which I had been waited for so long. I didn't crack the interview, which was my dream job. I was embarrassed, I was frustrated, I was disappointed, and I closed myself for 3 days. And the next day, one of my friends he came to me and said, Nishan, failure is not the opposite of success. This is the part of success, and you have to go through it. The sentence was so simple, but the way he said was amazing. That hit my mind. Because every successful people that you admired has one thing in common. They failed so many times. But the difference is they kept moving. Let's take an example of Thomas Edison, who invented the light bulb. Someone asked him, did you fail 1,000 times? He replied, no, I didn't fail 1,000 times. I just discovered 1,000 ways that don't work. That is the attitude of champion. That is the attitude of winner. In life, sometime it will test you. Your job may reject you. Your plan may collapse. Your dream look impossible. But the difference between the ordinary and the extraordinary people is simple. Ordinary people simply quit. But the extraordinary people try one more time. So today, I want to challenge all of you extraordinary people. The dream you almost gave up on. The goal you stopped chasing. The skill you're afraid to learn. Go back to it. Try one more time. Maybe that attempt is the one that changes your life. And always remember, you may walk slowly. You may fall so many times. But as long as you are not giving up, you are moving ahead. Thank you.